I don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us to ring answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It's very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They don't even care, they don't even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Kiwe wesu garani odianja nine odia nine nke purita kwa samado dendo nihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simile nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpeta maazị nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi mara n'ebighị ebi ise mma mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị Chineke.
What does matter? We're not fighting each other. We know where we're going. We're going to get Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quicker. I can assure you. If Biafra is fighting for you, won't touch your property. If you're fighting alone, you're bound to lose it. So Biafra is the best. We will become the 16th member country of ECOWAS. If Nigeria doesn't release those properties, then we'll take them to court and we'll get them back. Even twice the value. The Jews had investments all over the world. Most of the priceless artifacts and paintings belong to many families in Germany. It was stolen by the Nazi party. Do you know that? eventually they got everything back with compensation on top of it. That's what we're going to do. If you touch our investments, we'll come back for you, and we'll know where we can get it from. So there is nothing for anyone to worry about. It's only if I'm not stopping you from being a Nigerian. If you are born on the streets of Lagos and you want to be a Lagosian and your name is Adamma, oh well and good. There's no problem.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on another episode on this evening. This is our evening section. You know that our evening section is always a very quick one. We do not waste time in our evening section. Take just 1 hour program and we are done. You know the issue of Biafra, 1 hour is a very small time to use. But no matter how little the time is, we are going to use it effectively. So wherever you are, if you want to be part of the program, you try and join us as early as possible so that you can get the updates. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching from, I welcome every one of you that are participating in this very evening program. I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of the program. Do not be discouraged no matter what you see. Do not be dismayed. Continue to stand strong. Continue to stand firm wherever you are. Remember, in our platform, we don't come to this platform to attack people. We don't come to this platform for propaganda. We don't come for this platform to instigate violence. We don't come to hit anybody. All we care about is presenting Biafra before the whole world as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. We will continue to provide Biafra and present Biafra as the only remedy. There is no other issue, no other thing but presenting Biafra as the only remedy. That is what we continue to do, and that is what we have been doing, and we are not going back from it. So, wherever you are watching this program from, wherever you are joining us from, we welcome you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for being part of the program. So, as you join us, please kindly like and share the program. Like and share. It is very important because when you share, you are playing your own role in spreading the gospel of Biafra. You know that the social media network is not our friend. They do not promote our program. It is you that is watching out there that will promote it. If you do not promote your cause for Biafra, you are not doing yourself any good. Don't think that when you promote the program, you are promoting me. You are not promoting me. As far as I'm concerned, I am here to speak for Biafra. Biafra to be recognized, speak that Biafra should be recognized and given their freedom. That is why I'm here. I am also a Biafran, a hardcore Biafran, an Igbo Biafran at that, and nothing is going to change that. I didn't create myself and make myself a Biafran. I did not give birth to myself. Chukwuka Kabema, who created me and sent me to Biafra land, know the reason why he did that. And I will continue to defend my Biafranness until the day I sleep. I will continue to defend my Biafranness until the day I sleep. So it doesn't matter what anybody is doing, it doesn't matter what anybody says, it doesn't matter the attack, the hatred. I don't care. I do not care. You can hate me for all I care. It doesn't make any sense to me. I am very focused and I can never, ever be distracted. No matter the kind of strategies you present before me, no matter the kind of attack, no matter the kind of hatred, no matter the kind of insult, it will never make me to run away from myself. It is impossible. I can never run away from myself because that is what it means. Any day I run away, I say, oh, I will not speak about Biafra again because Mr. A or Mr. B says so something, and that is why I will not speak for Biafra. From that moment, I have betrayed my own very self. I have betrayed myself. Not betraying Biafra, I have betrayed myself, and I will never, ever betray myself. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, just have a little patience for just 1 hour, and we are going to be done on this very program. It is important
important that as we join, we like and we share. We like and we share. For those who are sincere, for those who are genuine, for those who are seeking for answers, feel free to come in, ask your question in that your confusion. As you are watching, the thumbs up is there. Give a thumbs up to the program, like and share. Give me a thumbs up, like and share as you join. So no matter what happens, no matter the obstacles, the hindrances, the temptations, we can never be deterred. No amount of attack will make us chicken away now. So we have come this evening and we choose a topic which says Nigeria under fire. Cpc designation changes everything for Biafra. Nigeria under fire. Cpc designation changes everything for Biafra. I have said it in the morning that our duty is to continue to connect the genocide of Christians in the north with the issue of Biafra. They are connected. These two things are connected. You can never ever separate them. No matter how you try to play the game, you try to separate them, they are inseparable. In as much as the lawmakers in the United States have chosen their own path, the United States of America have chosen to speak and fight against the genocide in the northern part of Nigeria against the Christians. It has everything to do with the Biafrans. It has everything to do with the Biafrans from the origin. Most of the people who are involved in the death in that northern part of Nigeria, the people that their properties and businesses are destroyed, are always the Igbo Biafrans. They are always Biafrans. The Biafrans that are living in the northern part of Nigeria are always in danger 24/7. It is not a propaganda, it is not a blackmail, it is a fact. It is a fact. They have decimated Biafrans for a very long time, and in all this time, we have never fought back. We never go for vengeance. Just like what they did in the pogrom. We never go for vengeance. They did the pogrom, they still came down and they fought us, and they committed genocide. It has been the government of Nigeria against us all this while. We have never, ever raised our finger against anybody. We have never raised our hands against the state of Nigeria. Even in the Nigerian Civil War, we were only fighting in self-defense. We were on our own and they brought war upon us. Our internal leader did what we would never go for. All he was doing was to protect his people. Just like he said, that Biafra is a place where the people that are oppressed run into for safety. That is what Biafra is. A place where the oppressed people run into for safety. And that is the place we have always been. And we will continue to be there. And we will continue to secure our lives in Biafra. So wherever you are watching from, I appreciate every one of you. And we must continue to pray for our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, the case of Nnamdi Kanu is coming up on the 20th of November. 20th of November is already here. We have less than 7 days to go. Less than 7 days to go, and we are going to hear what they have to say. But while we are waiting, we must continue to pray for our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We must continue to pray for him in any way we can to make sure that his voice is not silenced. The Zoological Republic are doing everything to silence his voice, but we will not allow him to be silenced. That is why every one of us have to fight alongside our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We have to stand shoulder to shoulder with him and continue to support him, no matter the missile they throw at us, no matter the forces they bring to us, no matter what they throw at us. We must continue to stand shoulder to shoulder with our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So today, remember, there is a breaking news that we must have to go into today. There's a breaking news. There's a breaking news that came up some hours ago, and we are going to look into that breaking news, and so that Biafrans, we get to see it, because this is one of the things that we are waiting for. This is one of the things that is keeping us awake in regards to our supremacy Nnamdi Kanu. The breaking news from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in detention. That is the breaking news. It says Nnamdi Kanu files application at appeal court seeking stay of proceeding in trial by Justice Omotosho. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu filed application seeking stay of proceeding in trial by Justice Omotosho. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just filed application. This is the latest news, the breaking news we just got about 3 hours ago. This news came out, and we are going to read through and see the nature of the application that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu filed. You know, they have done all their evil and kangaroo business and all their secret deals, and they say they want to pronounce judgment on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So Mazen Nnamdi cannot fool his hand and watch their evil plan and their criminality prevail. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has gone ahead also to do what he has to do to protect himself, to secure himself, to make sure that he is secure. So wherever you are, every one of us will put our hand on deck to stand with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at all times. We must put our hands on deck to make sure and speak truth, to make sure that we continue in this cause, fight the best way we can to make sure that our voice is being heard. So wherever you are watching this program from at this moment, I urge you to pay attention to this very update. We are going to try to get it through and see what the update is saying. We are going to read it through so that we can be able to digest the information that is coming. That is why we are here. Every information, more especially information that has to do with our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We discuss it, we will dialogue it, we will digest it, and we will bring it forward and let the people and the world know what is actually going on. So that is one of the reasons we are here. So when you look through on the message there, you see breaking. Nnamdi Kanu files application at appeal court seeking stay of proceeding in trial by Justice Omotosho. Seeking stay of proceeding in trial by Omotosho, and I want you to pay attention so that you can be able to listen and hear clear what is happening. He says, breaking news. According to court filing, Sahara reporters obtained from Barrister Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to Kanu, the detained IPOB leader filed the application in person, praying the appeal court to stop Justice Omotosho from delivering judgment in his case on November 20, 2025 as scheduled. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just filed an application demanding the court to stop Justice Omotosho from delivering judgment on his case on November 20, 2025 as scheduled. And he went on to read, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on Wednesday, November 12th, that is today, November 12th, 2025, filed a motion on notice before the Court of Appeal in Abuja, seeking a stay of further proceedings in his trial by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja. According to the court filing, Sahara reporter obtained from Barrister Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to Kanu, the detained IPOB leader filed the application in person, praying the appeal court to stop Justice Omotosho from delivering judgment on his case on November 20, 2025, as scheduled. He prayed for an order staying the proceedings of the trial court in case number FHC ABJ CR 383-2015, Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Nnamdi Kanu, currently pending before Justice James K. Omotosho, pending the hearing and determination of the appeal pending against its decision in the case, particularly on its decision on the no case submission, its refusal to determine its jurisdiction and the validity of the court under which the appellant is being tried, its forscore of the appellant rights, it forscore the appellant rights to defend the case by fielding witnesses on his ground for the application. On this ground for the application, Kanu said that in spite of the jurisdictional questions raised before the Federal High Court, the trial court refused to rule on them. The trial court refused to evaluate the evidence of the prosecution witnesses, vice versa, the cross-examination question, to determine whether the evidence was discredited under cross-examination. He further stated, according to him, through the appellant filed list of witnesses to the call in defense of the case, and indicated that the appellant defense would come up and the appellant failed witnesses, immediately the court determines its jurisdiction and the validity of the court. The trial court refused and held that the decision would only be given on the objection during judgment. Kanu noted the trial court, while refusing to rule on the objection, foreclosed the appellant rights to defend the erroneous allegation leveled against the appellant. The trial court has adjourned the matter for judgment on the 20th of November 2025. He raised that if appellant is not granted, the appellant may be unlawfully convicted without being afforded the opportunity of knowing the validity of the court, the jurisdiction of the trial court, and offering defense on the merits. Kanu maintained further proceeding on the matter will solidify the appellant right of appeal and any appellant decision fails accomplished. The trial court and the appellant would not be prejudiced of the application if the application is granted. The case has been prolonged since the year 2015, only to commence before the instant court sometimes in this year 2025. He noted that it is in the interest of justice to grant his application and allow the matter to be taken on the merits. So that is it. That is the content of the motion that was filed by our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. Our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu filed a motion to stop them from conducting the ruling they plan to conduct on the 20th. So Nnamdi Kanu has filed a motion in the court, and we are looking forward to see what their response will be. We know that Nigeria is a terrorist country, a lawless country that does not obey the law. If not, there is no ground upon which they will do any ruling. Nnamdi Kanu just explained through that very message I read. So this is the breaking news today. Today, Nnamdi Kanu filed application at appeal court seeking stay of proceedings in trial by Justice Omotosho. So we are going to be waiting and looking to see what will be the response of the court on this motion that Nnamdi Kanu filed, because they have to answer the motions that he has moved. Several motions that Nnamdi Kanu raised on his case was not answered, such as the jurisdiction of the case, the law upon which he was tried or is being tried, and several other issues. They were never attended to. in the court. All of a sudden, they are running to judgment. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu filed a motion seeking stay of proceedings in trial by Justice Omotosho. That is the latest that we're hearing today. So whatever happens, we will continue to follow up to see what is going to be the next action. We will continue to follow up. So whatever they decide, whatever decision that is made, we will continue to follow. There is no going back, no transfer, no leave. We are going to be following them. Whatever hand they bring forward is the same hand we are going to give them. And we are going to give them and follow them until we get our destination. There is no going back. No going back. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Look at this update. This one is this criminal, Shegumi. Shegumi accuses Middle Belt group of fabricating Christian genocide, burying empty coffin. You can imagine. You can imagine how far this people can go. Shegumi is claiming that what was buried in Benue State, where the Mona people was empty coffin. You can imagine what this man can fabricate. That they buried empty coffin. This is how far these terrorists can go to discredit the genocide against Christians. Just to discredit the genocide against the Christians. This genocide did not start yesterday. It started as far back as 1990s. It started a long time ago, not even 90s. This genocide started all the way from Ottoman Damfodio, from 1957, 54. 1967, they did the genocide. And they have continued since then. And all of a sudden, for somebody to come today and begin to accuse that people buried an empty coffins, you see how far these jihadists can go. They can do everything to discredit what we are doing. That is why we must speak louder. We must not keep silent. This is the reason we must not keep silent. Because if you keep silent, these people will continue to push their lie. If you keep silent, you only give them the opportunity to push their lie. You can imagine what a human being is saying. When we have different evidences everywhere. When we have different evidence here and there. So many evidence that we can count. And yet, they are talking rubbish. Look at this one. Outrage as Katsina Council chairman jets to UK for training amid worsening insecurity at home. Just imagine. Katsina State, they're going to UK for training. These people are very funny. Very, very funny people. Very funny people. Very funny people. We can ban use of mobile phone. Nigeria is a very big joke. Katsina community sells property to raise 20 million naira levy imposed by bandits to access farm. You can imagine. People are selling their land to pay levy to the bandits before they can access their farm. In a country that has a government. In a country that has a government, Katsina community sell property to raise 20 million naira levy imposed by bandits to access farm. And when Donald Trump says he wants to come to sweep these people away, they will be making noise. They will be talking rubbish. They will be blabbing and talking nonsense. It is very sad. It is very, very sad. But we must continue. No matter their propaganda, no matter their blackmail, no matter their lies, no matter their distractions, we must continue to spill the truth and nothing but the truth. You must not allow their lie to fly. You must not allow their lie to fly. So now we are going to go back to their studio as we always do every evening. We are going to go back to their studio and bring you one of their program. And before then, there's one important video I'm going to play. You know, there was a boy, a young man that I played his video here. There was a young man I played his video that made a very outstanding exposition about the genocide against Christians. The man that told the story all the way from 2000, from the mother of 2,000 people in Kaduna and all that. That guy that gave that story, they are threatening him. They want to arrest him. They want to kill him. They threaten him to the extent that this guy is so much afraid that he has gone and deleted that video. The funniest thing and the most disturbing thing that even his pastors, according to the boy, say pastors, we are also calling him to delete the video. They are scared of his life. That they are scared they are going to take his life. They are scared they're going to kill him. They told him to go and bring down the video. And the young man went and brought down the video. It is a very, very, very disturbing thing that these people can go to any length to threaten people, to attack people, just to make sure they hide the truth. Just to make sure that they hide the truth. They go to any length. They do everything they can to make sure that they hide the truth. And we will not allow them to hide the truth. Even though they forced that man to delete that video. Of course, many of us have saved it. I have it on my program. The video is already gone. The truth is already out there for everybody. But the guy complained and said that there was pressure coming from all threats, coming from everywhere. They told him to go and delete the video. And to an extent that his family became afraid. His family became afraid of his life. And he had to go and delete the video. Even his pastors called him and said they are worried. You see, these people who are not ready to put their life on the line, freedom doesn't come easy. You cannot free yourself by being afraid. It is because of this fear that is why they have continued to push lie against the citizens. It is because of fear that is why Shegumi will come and say, you buried empty casket. You buried empty coffin. What a shame. Look at the guy. They forced him to bring down a video he made. I used that video here. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I played a video where this guy was making confession of what is happening. Now they force him to go and remove that video. Pastors called him, his family called him, everybody called him. They say they are going to kill him if he doesn't remove the video. They should, for his life's sake. And the young man went and removed the video. But all the same, the truth is already out there. I want us to hear the report that the guy made. I want us to hear from him.
Good morning. I have received a lot of concerns from people, both from family members and acquaintances, ever since I dropped the video I dropped about the state of insecurity in Nigeria and how it has been persistent for decades. And many have threatened, many have threatened, many have encouraged, many have threatened. But most importantly is the concern I received from my family members and people that I hold in high regard. My elder brother, who is like he's the most senior for me at this time. I have no father, I have no mother. He's the most senior in our family, and he called me last night, expressing his concern about how dangerous what I've done is, speaking like that, and that people they will kill me and all that, and that my life is in danger. And every one of my siblings are really distressed about this. Also, senior colleagues, ministry, people that I hold in high regards, men of God that I love and respect very much, have called to say, please just delete it. And so that everything will just delete it. But I asked them one question. I asked them, I said, did what I said happen? Did it happen or not? They said, we know it happened. The point is that people here, they will kill you, they will arrest you, they will jail you, they will do what, they'll find a way to silence you, to prevent that, just delete it. And, they were very concerned. While I went to bed this morning at my own time of prayer, while I was fellowshipping with the Holy Spirit, and I was talking to God about this. This is a great concern. I've received several threats. People have said a lot of nonsense. And the Lord told me, said, I should delete it. The reason I should delete it is not because of it didn't happen. The reason I should delete it is simply because to honor the people that have called me to speak to me about it. To say, please just delete it. To honor my elder brother, that is the most eldest for me in my house. To say, please just delete it. And to the men of God in ministry that, I'm a man in ministry. It means I'm a man in authority, or a man of authority. And there are people that we hold in high esteem. And when they say do this, in honor to them, in love to them, it is who you do. And that is what I've done. And so I deleted it. And the Lord said, your message has been passed across. Your message has been sent. It cannot be denied. Your message has been sent. People are aware now. And all that. You see, after I posted that video, I saw people come out with a lot of experiences, sharing their experiences. Yes, people that have been victims of all these atrocities, all this genocide, this religious war, genocide, killings in the north. And people were sharing their experiences. I couldn't respond to many, but I was just reading the comments, the ones I could read. And people were just talking about these things. Now, you see something is that you can silence the truth today. It will speak tomorrow. If you silence it tomorrow, it will speak next tomorrow. If you silence it next tomorrow, it will speak the day after. Now, it doesn't matter how long you silence the truth. One thing you must understand is that the truth will continue to speak. It doesn't matter even if you kill the messenger of the truth. If you kill the messenger of the truth, 1,000 more will respond. They will rise and they will speak. It's just a matter of time. We live in a community, in a society of anyhow things goes. And for years, people have just learned to embrace this thing and just learned to live with it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about the pain. Nobody wants to share it. And when the accusations come from the US to say this is what is happening, which we all know is happening, instead of the Nigerian government to accept that this is happening and that they are working tirelessly to stop it, they are working tirelessly to ensure that they put an end to it, they came out to deny that it is not happening. That's in the first place where I got angry because I was a victim, I was involved. As from my childhood, I've been involved. I've seen these things. So for them to come to say it did not happen, that is why I got angry about it. It did not happen. For what we know has been happening. And they say, no, there is no Christian genocide. No, there is no, there is not. If we do not speak, they will control the narrative. They will continue to say that it never happened. People that have died for this cause, people that have been killed, men, children, pregnant women that have been ripped open, they are dead to mean nothing. They'll say, no, it didn't happen, and everybody will just go along with it. It is time we stop. See, there is a time in life where silence means wisdom. There are times that silence means wisdom. But there are times that silence is dangerous. It is dangerous to be
means
silent.
complicity.
Sometimes
silence is complicity.
Worried about for my life. People, friends have reached out. Partners in ministry have reached out. To say, hope you're doing well. But this thing, they'll come for you to kill you. But let me make you understand something. I am not married. I don't have a wife to say I'm concerned for my wife. So because of that, I will not speak. I don't have a child, but I have children here to say I'm concerned for my children. The only thing I have right now in my life is the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's Jesus and Jesus is the one. The assignment he has committed to my hand and the work I'm doing here. I lived in Port Harcourt until the doctor really down. I lived almost all my life is in it, And so I don't have any ties to say, who will look after my wife? Who will look after my children? No, I don't have any. What I have now is the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is the truth. It doesn't matter what they want to do. Silence me today, kill me today, arrest me today. I will not stop. I will not be silent anymore. I will not be silent anymore. We will not be silent anymore. If we continue to be silent, the narrative will be controlled. They will twist the whole thing, and they will make us understand that it never happened. See, killing me now is just a way to reunite you with my Lord as early as possible. Quickly. If you kill me today, because either you kill me now, if I die, I could die in the next 5 minutes. If I don't die in the next 5 minutes, I die in the next 1 hour. If I don't die in the next 1 hour, I die in the next 1 week, next 2 years, next 5 years, next 50 years, in the next 60 years. One thing is sure. One day I will still die. So either you are doing it now or it happens in the future. One day I will still die. And if I die, I will be sure that I die in the truth. So me, you should hurry up for it. If God permits you to kill me, then it is God that permits you. If I die today, if you kill me today, it is because God permits you. No man can take my life except God permits. Because my life is forever hid in Christ Jesus. I am saved. If I die today, it is glory. If I die now, it is in glory. I go to God in glory. I'm not afraid of no one. If the government wants to come and take me to some black side to torture me, to kill me, to do whatever it is they want to do for me, to arrest me, to jail me, there is no problem with that. You can come and do whatever you want to do. But what I will not do is that I will not go back to change the narrative. I will not go back and say what I've said is not the truth anymore. I will not say, no, what I've said, I said it at all. I said it because I was afraid. No, what I said is what the reality is. You see, what I said is not a new truth. This is what
it's not. It's not a new truth. It has been there.
We people are being careful about because they don't want to be seen as a bad.
It is not a new truth.
I love this country. Only once have I ever desired to travel out. I got admission in the US in 2014. And the moment they bounced me at the embassy once, I didn't even bother to try again. I just came back home and continued my life. People say I retry, so I don't have any other place except here. This is why it has to work. We must assure you because I don't have any ambition. So say maybe one day people have ambitions to live, to jump out, to do all those things. I don't have any of that. Except one day, I go for administration abroad and all that. But this is where I have. This is Nigeria we have. We cannot be in a nation where some people find it that it is their right to kill another human being that speaks against their God. Some people feel it is their right to kill another human being. They say it's blasphemy. How do we permit such a law in a secular nation? To say, no, this person has spoken about against our Muhammad or against our God, against our Jesus, and he deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die because of another God. Nobody deserves to die because of another God. In Christianity, for me, I will die for the sake of my God, but I will not kill another man for God. I will die for Jesus, but I will never kill another man for Jesus. That is not the mandate of Christ. We die for the gospel, we die for the cause of the cross, but not to kill. So if anybody feels it is a right that they can kill, then we will never move forward. Abolish Sharia. It has no place in Nigerian society. If they want to ensure they keep practicing Sharia, then they should create another country. But we cannot be living in one country. We call it one Nigeria. The concept of one Nigeria. You ask yourself, has Nigeria ever been one? Is there any time Nigeria has ever been one? What we have learned to do over the years is to manage to live with each other. We have only learned to manage to live with each other, to manage to tolerate each other. But Nigeria has never been one. And if this country is going to progress as many of us want it to, as many of us desire it to, then certain barbaric acts have to be put away. This is not an Islamic nation. This is Nigeria. It is not an Islamic nation. Certain barbaric acts have to be put away. We want this country to work. We want it to succeed. Many a time we have traveled in prayer for it. Many a time we have labored to ensure it grows, to ensure it develops. We have all it takes to be a world-class country among the countries of the world. But here we are, penury, poverty, dejection, recklessness. No consequence. People do whatever they like and go with it. Government officials do whatever they like and go with it. Nobody want to talk because they don't want to be self-governed. People know the truth. They say, I don't want to be the one to say that. We know now. We don't want to make it look like that. No, we will never succeed that way. I've told you, I've deleted that video simply because of people that I honor and respect so much that spoke to me about it. But what I will not do is to say it didn't happen. No, I experienced it. We saw it. Many people have come out. If you give an opportunity for people now, open a account for people now to air their expresses in the northern part and all those in the east, they will come out. They will come out in hundreds of thousands and millions to tell you. People that their life have never remained the same. They have not recovered today from since Sharia life. Since from that moment their life became disorganized till today, they have not recovered. How dare we now say it didn't happen? How dare we now say there is no persecution? I've deleted the video as just to ask you, but let's understand. We cannot continue to be quiet against injustice. We cannot continue to be quiet against the bad things and the evil that's happening in this country. We want Nigeria to succeed. Regardless of who the president is, either from this president or whatever next president, we want Nigeria to succeed. I desire to see a working Nigeria for all, where all men benefit, where all men are carried along. But not where some people.
Fortunately, you can't see that.
They can keep killing straight.
Fortunately, you can't see that
Nigeria. People have been brainwashed and with extremism, and they keep going about doing these things, and we're not doing anything reasonable about it. I trust the Nigerian military. I have confidence in them, except the fact that many of them are being compromised. If Nigerian military, the military that we know, I schooled the military, so I know what I'm talking about. If they want to end it within 1 month, they will charge through these people properly. They will charge through them properly and ensure that none of that never rises again. But when we keep going about negotiating with terrorists, negotiating with bandits, taking photos of the bandits, giving bandits press conference to speak, bandits, criminals, in a nation like Nigeria, how do you think we're going to do? We want to see a working Nigeria. My parents never enjoyed anything about Nigeria. It is my joy that I enjoy in Nigeria and I live it for my children. We pray for the president to succeed. We pray for the military men to succeed. But we have to face the truth squarely. We have to face it squarely. No more propaganda here and there. Face it squarely so that we can address it squarely. God bless you. God bless everyone. God bless Nigeria. By the powers of the Holy Spirit and in the name of Jesus, Nigeria will succeed. Nigeria will succeed. Nigeria will excel. If we work
Nigeria will not succeed, my brother. You're wasting your time and energy.
Walk towards the direction of the truth. Only the truth that you know shall set you free. If we do that, we will succeed. But if you say you want to come and kill me because of what I said, because of my video, and you are preparing to rain war on me, the life is one. If I die now, I die in glory. I go to make my love. I have no regret whatsoever. God bless you. God bless you, brother. Thank you.
I can understand, my brother, you are in Nigeria. There are certain things you cannot say. But the truth remains that Nigeria cannot survive. Nigeria will never, ever, ever, ever be good. I appreciate they threatened you to bring down the video. You brought down the video, but the truth has come out. You have spoken the truth at the first instance, and we got you. We heard you clearly. We heard you clearly. I don't have any problem with you. I don't have any problem with you. I understand you very well. I understand how you feel. I understand where you are. And I understand there are certain things you cannot do, there are certain things you cannot say. So it is understanding. It is understandable. So each time we see people going back from their words and speaking from both sides of their mouth, we can understand that they are facing pressure. Either they are facing pressure or they are facing attack. We understand. So as for praying for Nigeria, it is a waste of energy, waste of time. Channel your energy to different places. Channel your prayer to some other thing. Don't waste it on Nigeria. That information you gave is accurate, more than accurate. And I thank Chukwu Abiyama that you didn't withdraw your statement. You have removed the video because of the threat. No problem. I understand. We understand that we are dealing with monsters that don't care about human life. But are we going to run away from them? We will not run away. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. We will continue to follow them. We will continue to listen. We will continue to face them head on. Let us hear this message from Abaribe. Let us hear Abaribe's speech. All this while, Abaribe have disappeared to thin air. So let's see what he had to say.
There is a consensus among both politicians, civil servants, and the ordinary man on the street that we are in a very dangerous crossroads. I'm sure that is very clear to all. And where we are today, if we can encapsulate it, is that we are in a state that has lost its moral compass, and we cannot run away or shy away from saying that truth. We have lost our moral compass. And why do I say so? When bandits kidnap children and the state rewards them with amnesty, what do you think we have? We have lost
Gumi say it doesn't matter.
whatever morality we have.
Gumi say it doesn't matter, at least it's the children.
When soldiers are killed in ambushes and in organized skirmishes by bandit terrorists, whatever name you call them, and the killers are rewarded with integration, what do you think that is? It is a state that has lost its morality. Because every state is built on a foundation of morality, which is justice and equity. In other words, if you commit a crime, you pay the price for that crime. And so, where does that bring us to? It brings us to a point where a nation that rewards terror will one day find that terror will take over power in that state. Because you're not punishing terror, rather you're rewarding them. And when you pay a kidnapper, all that you have done is that you have sown the seed for the next kidnap, because he will continue to do what he's doing. And so, what are our recommendations for what you need to do as a nation? And I say this advisedly because in 2015, in the inception of this APC government, I was the minority leader in the Senate, which meant that I was officially the person in opposition. And I continued to shout and cry. And I said then that rather than confront the evil before it, the government preferred to deal in propaganda. And I made a quotation that those who live by propaganda will also die by propaganda. And that is where we are today, 10 years after, rather than abating, the matter has simply worsened, and worsened to the extent that a foreign power is now trying to set us, to tell us this is your moral compass where you should be. That somebody is coming from America to tell us what to do. It's a shame on Nigeria. Why? Nigeria was a particular country in this our, what the pidgin English people will say, before our very, very eyes. We went and imposed order in Liberia. We imposed order
Your
in
scam
Sierra
order.
Leone. We imposed order in
Scam
Congo.
order.
We went all over Africa imposing order. And the Nigerian military was the best rated military on this African region. And today,
Propaganda
we
of
are
the
now
British.
told that our soldiers run away from ragtag people who are within our country.
It has come to
That
reality
is
now. Those ones you go to Sierra Leone,
That's why I
is
say
we are
that the
acting
country
movie.
has lost its moral compass, and we need to regain ourselves. And how do you regain yourself? You do not reward those. Let me repeat. You do not reward those who live on ransom and blood. Because when you reward them, it only emboldens them to do more. I think there was a particular general.
Go and tell that story. Go and tell that to Gumi. If you don't cut your head, come on.
Him that when he said that his job is not to forgive, that his job is to send the terrorists to God. Let God forgive the person when he has sent him there. That is what we ought to do in Nigeria. A terrorist and a criminal ought to be sent to go and look for.
That is what we do in Biafra land. We send them to God.
Not within our polity. Finally, we need to note this. A government that chooses appeasement over justice, a government that chooses appeasement over justice simply signs a death warrant of its citizens. Because what happens is that that person that you are appeasing will see you as weak and will continue to perpetuate more evil so that you will be appeasing them, and there comes the time when there will be no more opportunity to appease them. And so, to go forward, I would like, as I see all the array of people who are going to speak today, to leave the details of all the things we are going to discuss to both the keynote speaker and the other. But I will leave you, before I quit this stage, with two things, two key points. One, we are back in 2013. There's no doubt about it. What happened in 2013 is what is now going to happen in 2020, 26 and 27. And so, one of the biggest challenges of a political consensus, because we're going to discuss conflict and consensus, one of the biggest challenges is the clash of egos among politicians. And you know why? When somebody says it's my way or the highway, there is no way you can come together. So what we are doing at the moment, or what we can profound at the moment, is that at that moment in 2013, what happened within the opposition succeeded because they converged behind one person and buried all the other egos so that there can be a consensus on the way forward. And for those who are trying to come together today, they need to be very mindful of the lessons of history, of what happened in 2013. Secondly, before I close, 2013 led to the defeat of an incumbent government in 2015. But what now happened? The essence of why people venture into politics should be to selflessly serve people and the country. By 2015, and by the time that government got into power, instead of serving the people, instead of serving the country, everybody now endorses in saying, let me take my own or my share. And rather than buckle down and deal with the myriad problems of the country, the particular government engaged in blame shifting. It is the previous government of Jonathan. That's what happened throughout from 2015 to the end of the Buhari regime. And what are we seeing today? What we're seeing today is also an APC government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu going ahead to blame the APC government of Buhari of the problems of today. And we say, no more blame game. Buckle down and do the work for which you are elected. And you're elected to make life easy for your people. You're elected to make life very, very good for your citizens. You're not elected to buy yourself another jet, do all the good things. Because for any man like me, above 70, there is nothing you give me today that will mean anything to me. Because my time on earth has also gone a very long way. And it's very, very short. What is it? Because I find myself today when I'm at home, and my wife is always complaining. We put a lot of meat, you don't eat, you eat only one. I said, you see, it is the fact that we have gotten to the age where we no longer are glutinous for anything. And that should be what it should be in your lifestyle as a leader of a poor country like Nigeria. And I emphasize poor country. Because a country of 200 and something million people with a gross domestic product of below $20 billion, that is absolutely nothing. When you have a country like Norway with less than 5 million people and more than $1 trillion, so when you compare, you see that there is no comparison at all in terms of wealth. And so, what we ought to do is to do the right thing and develop a very clear, pragmatic, and visionary solution to all the problems that are besetting Nigeria today. So I'm really excited, and I look forward to hearing from and learning as a student of learning. I'm glad to see Father Luoma here. I only see you on video, all the videos you post. I'm glad that I'm going to listen live to you today. And my very good friend, Udenta, that one, you can always at any time be sure that he's going to make life very, very lively here today. So I wish you all a very successful event. And I thank Peace Setter Frontier Magazine. And I say, may God bless Nigeria.
You have heard, these are the politicians, how they speak in their own, when they come, they speak all their jargons, and at the end of the day, they will not make any sense. All this nonsense Habaribe have said from A to Z, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't solve the problem that is there. They make everything as a joke and make things look as if it is simple when there is a serious issue. That is my problem with them. There is a serious issue, but when they come, they make it look so simple. They turn it to a joke. They turn it to a joke. That is what they do at all times. Serious issues, the Zoological Republic turn it to a joke. And I can't understand why. The terrorists are running rampage in Nigeria. They are conducting their program wearing white and celebrating up and down with nothing to show. Absolutely nothing to show. When you see them come to speak, you think they have something to offer. They have nothing to offer. They have nothing whatsoever to offer. It is all lies, propaganda, blackmail. That is what they are filled up with. Lies, propaganda, and blackmail. That is what you hear. That is what you see with them every minute of the day. Whenever you tune them on, you can never see them say it. In that same program, I want you to hear one of the liars, Amechi. After lying in that same program, his own lie was debunked. I want us to watch the short clip about Amechi. These are politicians. I want to show you the life of a Nigerian politician, why Nigeria will never be good.
America, I never went to America. That was here in Lagos. Lagos, I was in the meeting.
Lying in the public. He always lies in the public before everybody. But fortunately for him here, as he was lying, somebody in the same program debunked him. You see all of them wearing white. In the same program, after he lied and lied, people who are shameless, the same way what Wike is shameless now in Abuja misbehaving. That was how he himself was shameless, abusing the money of Rivers State, using it for campaign, use money of Rivers State to sponsor a terrorist. Amechi used Rivers State money to sponsor a terrorist into government. And he thought they're going to make him vice president. Who dash monkey banana? He has come again to lie. He lied against his own brother. Against his own fellow Christian, against his own brother. He sponsored a Janjaweed, a terrorist, against his own brother. Now look at him, listen to him lie, and you see the young man who will debunk him.
America, I never went to America. That was here in Lagos.
He denied going to America, I see.
Lagos, I was in the meeting.
Mm-hmm. Tell us.
American government without anybody petitioning to them. Who are they God?
Imagine.
After the president told that person.
Imagine.
So how can I petition the American government? What would they do?
Imagine.
But American government came here.
Imagine.
After speaking to
you see how this man lied boastfully. He proudly lied that they never petitioned America during the time of Muhammad Buhari. Nobody went to America. Every one of us saw them when they flew to America to go and demand and ask personally. All the northern governors, they went to America to go and meet Obama and co. And they planned the downfall of Goodluck Jonathan. Today, this man is still denying. Look at him. Shamelessly denying. Because Nigerians are stupid. He himself called Nigeria stupid. He has said it. that the youths of the country are stupid. That is why they will never. This man have said it several times that Nigeria will never change. Look at him tying a napkin on his head. This man that tied napkin, he has said it with his own mouth, captured on video with his own mouth. He was captured in audio with his own mouth on video, where he said Nigeria will never ever be good. That Nigeria will never ever change or be good. He even said it that until when the people are ready to chase them away. He said it with his own mouth that until when the people are ready to chase them away, that's when Nigeria will. But of course, he knows that nobody is willing to do that. The unity is not there. The sense of purpose is not there. Listen to the idiot.
Countries. What they come to do? Good luck. Don't rig.
See.
If you rig, we will not recognize you. Opposition. If you visit violence, we will not recognize you. So they went to the president and told the president their mind. We are here for free and fair election. Please don't.
Imagine.
Opposition, if you dare try violence, this is our response to it.
Liar.
But Nigerians say, oh, we went for Christian genocide. We went to report Goodluck. Report him. Do you report the president?
You see?
The only place you can report the president is either the National Assembly or
look at the liar.
God. Not America. But you're circulating. Oh, we went to America. We went to America.
Look at the liar.
I wanted to also make a correction. Of course, you know that a lot of people know me as Goodluck Jonathan's brother. It's not just about being a brother of Goodluck Jonathan. It's actually my spiritual mentor and everything. And I keep studying him as a book, you know, so that I can graduate from his mannerism. But unfortunately, I have not been able to graduate. I might not graduate, but I am learning a lot. Amici mentioned something here. Unfortunately, it's not on seat, and I really would like to put the record straight so that people will know exactly what it was in 2013. It shouldn't be about how mobilization was done. Yes, people were mobilized on both sides, but the outcome depended on who was on the seat and his approach to life. And yes, Goodluck Jonathan is one of those persons who says that his ambition is not worth the blood of anybody. And I think that that should be a lesson for all of us, that any president who is on seat should always emphasize that killing of innocents on account of achieving political power should be immoral. So, however, Amici also said about going to the US or not going to the US. Actually, it's true that people went to the US, and that's not something that we can hide away under the rug. People went to the US, and we know why people went to the US. And he also mentioned that when Kerry came, he came to tell the government that government should do peaceful elections. When John Kerry came to Nigeria in 2014, he went to Lagos. He never went to the villa. I was in the villa. He never went to the villa. He came as a private citizen. He didn't come as a guest of the government of Nigeria. And he went back from Lagos. So he met the opposition in Lagos, and he came to make a particular statement to the opposition in Lagos. Now, if you wind a little further, immediately after Kerry came and left, somebody by name David Axelrod. David Axelrod was the senior special advisor to Obama, became the strategic campaign strategist of the APC. It was not a coincidence that a sitting president of the United States, Barack Obama, sent his senior special advisor to become the chief strategist of the Buhari campaign. It's not a hidden secret. We need to keep these records straight always. And in any case, it appears to me as an individual, and this I'm not speaking on behalf of Goodluck Jonathan, he might have his own views
on these issues differently. But I mean, as someone who has worked and has stayed behind him, I owe it a duty to always voice out and say it exactly as it is, no matter whose ox is going.
You can see how these people lie. And this guy was able to stand boldly and debunk his lie right there in his face. And what baffles me is the audacity of the lies. That sometimes they lie and they feel that nobody can be bold enough to come and challenge them. That is the painful thing. When they lie in such a way that they believe that nobody will have that boldness to confront them. That was how this idiot, with Barack Obama, a criminal Barack Obama, a jihadist. Barack Obama was a terrorist himself. The problem in Nigeria today was created by Barack Obama. That is how he created problem in so many African countries. Most of the problem he created in America, that is what problem Donald Trump is solving today. The problem that Obama created with his party, Democrat, that is what Donald Trump is solving today. The very first black idiot that ruled America. That's why you say black people. Black people. I don't know what is in them. I don't know why is it that whenever evil thing is going to be happening, they will use a black man. Whenever evil is going to happen, they use a black man. Look at when they wanted to fight Traore. It was a black man. It was a black man in the US they used to fight Traore. It is so sad. The terrorism that is happening today is orchestrated by Obama. I wouldn't say United States government. Obama himself, with his policy, they put Nigeria in the condition they are today. He supported and promoted the terror, the genocide against Christians today that we are seeing. That is why it is essential that the same United States government will come in and end it. And I trust them, I believe they'll end it. As they are trying to end it, other people in the Zoological Republic are also taking responsibility. I saw a video from Edo State. Edo State is taking responsibility to drive away all the herdsmen in Edo State. They give them an ultimatum to leave. And it's a welcome development. Other states should follow suit. Other states should follow suit to protect themselves. Nobody can protect you. Other states should follow suit, protect themselves.
Because we are tired of paying ransom. After today's inauguration, by the grace of God, we are giving all the cattle dealers on 9th October 31st to vacate the goods. Because the land of Satan well belongs to us. We cannot run away from our own land. For that particular reason, I honorable blessing them without you. Popular Indo activity. From November 10th, we have declared all our goods to be vacant. We don't want to see any cattle dealer. We don't want to see any Fulani. We don't want to see whether Hausa, whether it's anybody. Cow, we don't want to see anybody in the book for security reasons. And so on Saturday, November 10th, if you are found in the booth, you have a second day. By the grace of God, our security men, this one is not going to be treated as usual. We are going to hand over this bag to you people and the material to war. No man to go home and sleep because we will not allow them to take our land. We are returning it back to our land by the grace of God. So, please, all the security men to their hands to work. And to do that is God that reward. God will not support you all. God bless you all.
That is Edo State taking charge of their own security. Edo State is taking back their land. They say they don't want to wait for government, they don't want to wait for anybody. And they have given ultimatum for every janjaweed in their forest to leave. I don't know what they are doing in the forest. They should leave their forest. Leave the forest. It's either you stay in the city and do your business, or you go back to where you're coming from. Nigeria is not ready. All they do, even in the face of the warning from the United States, what they are busy is pushing propaganda, blackmail everywhere. They are pushing propaganda. They are not serious to secure anybody. Every man secure himself. That is what it is. Even with the warning from the US, they are doing nothing. Instead, they send their journalists to go and look for propaganda. Arise Television sends their journalists to US to go and interview a lawmaker. After they interview the lawmaker, they will be twisting the word. They go to people and interview them. When you say a word, they twist it. You say something. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to play a program that was held today by Arise. I will play that program tomorrow. In my tomorrow morning program. You will see how they twist information. The information that a CAN member, Christian Association member, gave to Nigerian media, they twisted it. Reno Omokri and Buala, they twisted it. They twisted it and changed it to favor themselves. They will come and interview you. You think you are talking to them. When they go, they will edit it. They will edit it, remove one you said and put something else. Propaganda, that is what I'm doing. Let's see this very interview. They went to interview this man. After the man spoke, this different thing is what Nigerian media is projecting. Go to all their media. When they put it, they will say different things altogether. They will not even say what you said. They will report a different thing than in the Zoological Republic. People have to defend themselves and protect themselves.
I'm here at Rayburn House, which is the Office of Representatives. Because of the government shutdown, it hasn't been easy getting a hold of anyone, but we did manage to get an interview with Congressman Bill Huizenga. Let's see what he has to say about these allegations of a Christian genocide in Nigeria.
I'm glad that we're able to do this. This is something that's been very, very important. And as I've been saying to some of my colleagues, we were too late on Rwanda. We were too late on South Sudan and a number of other atrocities that have happened in Africa and other places around the world. So let's not be too late again on this one. What I'm concerned about in particular is you look at the Fulani and the radicalized Islamists, how they are attacking both moderate Muslims as well as the Christians. And I think it's hard to deny when you see 200 Christians slaughtered on Christmas Eve a few years ago. Clearly, it was coordinated in the attack. And I've talked to people that were in the village. I've talked to religious leaders who have been experiencing this for years. They feel targeted and know that when their homes are being entered or they're being attacked in the middle of the night, this is not just some sort of, people are in conflict. They feel very much targeted.
Because of that, the U.S. response has been swift.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria.
President Trump threatening to potentially go into the country, guns blazing, to wipe out Islamic terrorists.
I too was surprised by the comments that came out, that the president came out that forcefully. I suspect that is not a high priority of having actual military intervention specifically.
In this interview, this is the only place they capture. Go to their media now. This is the only place they capture. This one they call Buala. Buala was using this reference to support Nigerian government. He was using this reference this man made now to attack Donald Trump. That Donald Trump just made that very comment out of this. He's not ready to come. He's not ready to take any military action. That he just made it just to make people feel that he has said something. In an innocent statement that this man made, they cut it out today. Buala is capitalizing on this thing that this man said to attack Donald Trump. Listen.
Nigeria, but I think he does want to make sure that, from his view, the genocide that is happening specifically against Christians, but also others in Nigeria, needs to stop.
But instead of military strikes, Congressman Huizenga now calling for economic sanctions.
Well, I don't envision a surprise attack. I don't envision that there's going to be a military response first. As we had talked about, I would first and foremost encourage them to look at the economic pressure and sanctions on both individuals and organizations
I think that would be the most effective. Frankly, this president has been someone who has pursued peace rather than just expanding war. So I think he would be very selective before he did anything militarily. As we talked a little bit about earlier, with our government shutdown here in the United States over the last 40 plus days, that has caused some real problems for us internally. And we are having to deal with that. So first and foremost, our attention is going to be on reopening our government, trying to get it back and functioning at maximum level. That doesn't mean we stop talking about or thinking about or acting on all of these other issues, but there will probably be more of an emphasis on our government operations initially here for the next couple of weeks. Then with our appropriations bills and the things that are going on, I mean, one of the ramifications is we aren't able to have committee hearings right now. So that's one of the ways that we help try to raise the attention on these particular issues. So we need to get back to having the government open so we can start having those hearings again and those kinds of things. Sanctions really cut off the flow of money, cut off the flow of travel. We don't know who exactly is financing much of these operations from the Fulani or.
This is another thing they capitalize. They say this man said that they don't know who is sponsoring or financing the terrorists. This is one other part that they cut out. They said the man said that they don't know who is sponsoring. These people are idiots. They are very focused on propaganda to capitalize on what people say. A civil statement made by a lawmaker, they took it out of context. He's a lawmaker. The United States have their Department of Security, they have their informations. There is no single fraud happening in Nigeria today about Boko Haram that they are not aware. And you expect the lawmaker to come and tell you that he is aware. It is not his department. That is outside his office. He cannot come and sit here and tell you that he knows those who are sponsoring terror. It is not in his office to say. There are people who are assigned by that. That is why in Nigeria, they don't know about division of labor. They think it's in Nigeria where everybody will come and say anything they like. In Nigeria, where everybody will come and say anything, this one will come and president will talk, presidency will come and say. Media aides will be saying different things altogether, even things they're not supposed to say. The man that made an innocent comment, Bugala is using this innocent comment today to make a score point. He's using this innocent point that this man made to push propaganda. Nigeria will never survive. You better fight for yourself. You better fight for yourself.
And what I do know is, though, if we put economic pressure on them and the inability to move money around, that will have an impact, I think a positive impact. So I want to get serious about it because, again, I'm not convinced that the Nigerian government has taken the situation seriously.
Hazinga saying he thinks the Nigerian government needs to do more.
They need to demonstrate what are they doing to protect
they are
not
doing
just
nothing.
Christians, but
they are
certainly
doing nothing.
Christians, and what are they doing and proposing to lower that violence
Nothing.
threshold. And
Nothing whatsoever.
That's, earlier you were asking, have I been satisfied with the response? No, because I think the response is no, there's really not a problem.
Satisfying.
Well, I think there is a problem. And I'd like for them to demonstrate either very clearly why they think there is no problem, which, again, as I had said in the meeting with the foreign minister, I don't think that was adequately addressed at all. And more satisfactorily, what is their plan to deal with the violence in Nigeria, and both against Christians, but I think in general, much of the other, many of the other situations that are violent. And we talked earlier a little bit about the importance of Nigeria in not just West Africa, but the whole African continent, and the economic success and potential that is there. They being the Nigerian government has talked about, we don't want to have an unstable situation for Western companies to operate there. Well, you're allowing that destability. that instability to occur. So I would argue that it's not President Trump or the United States that's causing that instability. I would argue that when you can't guarantee the safety of your workers and your employees or your products, whether it's in energy or mining or in a number of other things, you've got a problem. And obviously, Nigeria is a beneficiary from various forms of aid internationally, but they also are a beneficiary of businesses that are coming in. And I think it's in Nigeria's best interest to make sure that whether it's the Fulanis or others that are really the root cause of this, that it's addressed. I had a very frank conversation with the foreign minister back in May. Did not get satisfactory answers, and so we're paying attention and we're trying to put some pressure. If you are asking me, am I satisfied with the Nigerian government's response to both questions in committee or questions that we've had in private conversations, my answer has been no. Had I thought that they had adequate responses, we would not be having this resolution. We would not be having this legislation. And to me, my frustration is it doesn't feel like the Nigerian government has been taking this serious.
Anyeza Osakwe, Arise News, Washington, D.C.
You see, a strange report that the man made, they twisted it. They go there, they want to score a point. Instead of dealing with their problem, they are busy scoring points. It is sad, but that is the situation. I appreciate everyone that joined us on this evening program. We have been able to show certain things on the way it is happening in the Zoological Republic. May Chukwu come and protect every one of you. And may Chukwu come and protect our leaders. Nnamdi Kanu have filed another motion to stop the judgment that is coming on the 20th. Nnamdi Kanu have filed a motion. That is the breaking news we got today. So we're going to see what is going to happen and how the motion is going to be taken as we go further. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Biafra time. Always try to join us in the morning program. And Chukwu Kama bless you. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.